All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at All Seasons Arena. It is 7:23. We're going to get started at 7:30, so we got just enough time to get the Zamboni off the ice. As you can see, that's happening right now. We're going to get a fresh sheet ice. We'll let that ice set up a little bit as the varsity boys hockey teams from Mankato East and Mankato West make their way out onto the ice for starting lineups. I don't think we'll do the national anthem because we had the girls game before this one. So we should just do starting lineups and then we'll be ready to go. What we have here, I'll give you a quick little view as we wait for things to get started here. I'll give you a little zoom in. I'll see what we have as far as fandom here for this game. We can see that the Scarlets, they're the visiting team tonight. So their student section is going to be along the boards on the far side. You can see all of them lined up there. That should continue to fill up as the game progresses. The Scarlet fans and parents are going to be all on the other side lined up. You can see them all over there. Not very good lighting over there, but it's packed. And then over here, we've got more Scarlet fans, followed by more of the Cougar fans as well. Here come the Cougars and the Scarlets. Let me pan out here. I'll give you a better view of what's going on here. Cougars led by one of the, can't quite read the back of his sweatshirt to see what his name is, but I'm sure we'll get that at the beginning of the game. Scarlets down here on this end. They'll be the visitors in the visitors bench. A little bit of a change for the Scarlets, who are normally on the other bench. So Cougars looking for an advantage in the home team. And you can see the student section all the way down on the other end. Not sure if you can see that there, but it is jam-packed, standing room only down there. So we got a full house for tonight's game. I am the Lone Ranger here on the camera and on the mic and on the computer. So bear with me as I try to manage all of this. I'm going to turn this off and turn it back.
Featuring the visiting the West Garden. And you're ready to go. Junior builders, Wesley Campbell and Graham Hatsley. This game is being played with the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. The Minnesota State High School League and making the public schools expect all league participants and spectators to show good sportsmanship and all of anything else to change. With sportsmanship is built on respect for all officials, players, and coaches for each of their residents. Their school cheer for the peace and unity, and when it comes to providing sportsmanship gets one prize. We thank you for coming tonight and hope you enjoy the game. Now let's leave tonight's game. Beginning with this thing, right? No one's starting. Number 29, Lake Breaker. At defense, number 8, Brooks Arnold. Number 12, Brady Schmidt. And over number 7, Keaton Dorsnick. At forward, number 17, Brody Cox. And at forward, number 27, Dakota Klein. And now starting for your Hooker. Number 29, Bridget Bernard. Number 5, Jackson Yanko. Number 19, Ryan. Starting at forward, number 2, down. Also back forward, number 6, Catherine. And one running center, number 16. Your movement coached by Adam Green, assisted by Aaron Smiley, touchdown and the next half of Blake Newman. Tonight's officials are Carson Poole, Field Tusky, Big Father Field. Look who I found. The national anthem is presented prior to the game. So let's play hockey.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our starting lineups. No national anthem because we had it for the girls' game. So we are set to go. Here at All Seasons Arena, crosstown rivalry game, the Mankato West Scarlets skating against the Mankato East Cougars. This is the first matchup of 2. The next one will be later on, I think towards the end of January, if not the 1st of February. So this will be a good tester for both teams. These boys, they grew up playing against each other. Or actually, I'm sorry, they grew up playing with each other, and now they find themselves playing against each other. So a friendly rivalry, but a pretty fierce rivalry nonetheless. So we are set to go. Come back, intermission. And Cougars get the zone. Schmidt picks it up. Schmidt tried to feed it to Cox. Cox had to reverse back for it. Brody dishes it into neutral ice. Cougars are there to pick it up. They throw it in, and they're offside, so we'll get a stoppage of play there, and we'll bring it back out into neutral ice for a puck drop. Scarlet student section starting their cheers. And Dorzik faces off against Labens. And that goes into the Scarlet bench. It looks like Schreiber gloved that one as it made its way into the bench. So we'll take it back to neutral ice for another puck drop. We'll try that one again. Dorzik and Labens at the draw. And they're going to throw that in. Cougars get it into the zone. Cougars going to hold. And number 5, Stenzel, gets it in. And Brecky makes a save. Labens loses his stick. Let's go back for it. No, sorry, that was Langer. Zach Lang lost his stick there. And Stenzel trying to get it loose. And Cox steals it from him. He's looking for Tosh. Can't get it through traffic. Scarlets are... The Cougars bring it back. And I think Ryan Kim, I'm not sure that was a shot. It was off the glass, high and off mark. Now the Scarlets get it in. A trip, no call. As Bockel goes down in neutral ice. And you can see it's pretty high energy so far. But we'll see. Keach gets it. Engen gets it, or Enter gets it in. And they're going to call Allman offside. And so we'll start that over. So Enter on the face-off with, looks like Arnoldy. And puck gets thrown out to neutral ice. Brelgy goes back for it. Brelgy getting chased by Beckendorf. And we got Allman going after it. Feeds it back. Enter with a shot. Save. Keach tries to throw it back in. It goes around the glass and all the way down. They're going to say no ice. Not real sure why. I don't like those calls when they do that because that was high off the glass. And Reddy throws all the way down. They call that one icing. So we'll take it back in to the Scarlet end for a puck drop. Boys exchange pleasantries on their way through neutral ice. Make their way back to the bench. Albry. Dorzik on the face-off. He's got Labens with him. And Bockel throws it back for Schmidt. Schmidt up to Tosh. Tosh, he's got Cox. Gosh, deflected off of, I want to say that was Ryan Kim. And now Dorzik from this all the way up top. Save made. Bernard. And now Tosh with it. Tosh looking for an angle. Feeds it over. Baco with a shot. Goes right to the chest of Bernard. And now Tosh put into the boards face first. No call. Baco takes a shot blocked by Labens. Shot looked like a deflection by Cox. A shot from the point goes wide left by Schmidt at the point. Shot. Brecky puts it to the board. Schmidt picks up. Schmidt's going to reverse for Dorzik. Dorzik can't get it loose. Poked away by, I think that's, yeah, Labens. I think that's Labens. Yep, Labens. And Schmidt into the zone with a shot. Glove grab by Bernard. East student section goes crazy for the save. And shots on goal, it's going to be really hard for me to keep track of that. So I'm just going to let those go, and then I'll get you an update between periods on what those shots look like. Enter on the faceoff. He's got Allman and Keach with him. I can't read the number on the Cougar, but they're going to bump him out of the circle. So I think that's Fugazi. Gets bumped. And they're going to whistle that one dead. They're going to try that one again. And that sometimes happens when the wingers tend to creep into the circle, and they'll blow it dead and they'll try it again. And it goes to the boards, and Cougars are able to clear. And off to the races. That is Parker Altman trying to get to it, and Brecky's just going to cover that one up. 13:49 left, first period. And we're going to have, that's Fugazi and Enter on the draw. And it goes out to the point, and Burgess couldn't hold, and Scarlett's putting pressure. That should be an icing call, which it is. So that'll take us back in to the Cougar end for a face-off. And out comes Madsen, Grassman, and Hattlestead, along with Schmidt and Bockel for the Scarlets. For the Cougars, it looks like we've got Haglin and Arnoldy and Luagi, and I can't tell the others. I can't see and Cougars getting bumped from the circle again. And Schmidt from high right to the belly of the goalie. And we'll try that draw again. Madsen on the circle. And goes to the boards, out to the point, trying to hold is Schmidt. Schmidt does a really good second effort. Blocker save Bernard. Madsen bodied off the puck. And Cougars trying to get it loose. And that's an icing call. Hey, boys, can you find somewhere else to be, right? You're really close to me. You're making me nervous. All right, so we're going to get a draw down in the Cougar end. Looks like it's going to be Tosh on the face-off. I think that's Labens. Again, the Cougar, a good look, shot by Dorzik up top. Pad saved by Bernard and held at the point down low. That was ready. And now Dorzik battling for it. And out to the slot, a shot. Good save. Reddy throws it down low for Tosh. Tosh trying to get it down low, and Cougars clear it, and we got a little breakaway. Relgi trying to get to it, and the Cougars find the back of the net on a breakaway, and that is Zach Lang with the first goal of the game. Zachariah Lang finding the back of the net, unassisted, for the Cougars to get the scoring started. Now enter. Puck goes all the way back. And Scarlets go back for it. Schmidt with it. Schmidt's going to skate it around, feeds it to Keach. Keach trying to hold. And now Bockel battling for it along the boards, ties this man up. Enter trying to get the puck loose. Laban's trying to find it. Laban's can't find it. And Enter gets it to Ullman. Ullman through neutral ice. He's got space. Tried to get it around and poked away, but Enter picks it up. Enter down low. Ullman flicks a stick out of one of the Cougars' hands out to the point. Schmidt holds down low for Ullman. Ullman feeds it down low for Enter. Enter to the far side for Keach. Keach looking for something, bodied, still keeps it, can't keep it, and it's poked away, and the Cougars get it to the center line and throw it deep, and then they're going to go for a line change. And now Arnoldy tried to get one through the slot, couldn't get there. And now Matson battling for it. Bockel gets it right to the slot. Shot deflected by Keach up on the glass. And the board, Bockel tried to get it around. Schmidt's got to go for it. Schmidt to the near boards. Grassman there trying to find it. And Matson throws it to Grassman. Grassman gets around one, but can't get around. That was Stenzel, denies that opportunity. And they're going to send somebody to the box, I believe. Bench minor? I think that's a bench minor. Because the puck hit somebody on a line change. So looks like Hattlestead's going to serve it. So Cougars on a power play. Scarlets on a penalty kill. Tosh heads down into the Cougar zone to get possession of the puck. Tosh still with it. He's got Dorzik. He's got Dorzik wide open. Can't find him or can't see him. Tosh still with it. Still has Dorzik ready. Oh, and they both missed the puck, and now the Cougars coming the other way. Tosh with a good back check to break it up, and Tosh is going to go for a line change. Cougars wait for the line change, and Ullman trying to disrupt, which allows Dorzik to get in. Dorzik tries to feed it to Ullman. Ullman with it. Ullman looking for a shot. Can't get a shot. That was the hook call. And Schmidt off the boards gives a big hit to Stenzel. And Schmidt hits the stick right out of the hands of Lang. That's the second time Lang has lost his stick to Schmidt. Now Ullman trying to get in front of it. And Keach. And now a back check by Keach breaks it up, allows Bockel to get to it. And Ullman got a breakaway. Go, Isaac. Go, Isaac. And Isaac's just going to flick that into the zone and go after it. 30 seconds left on the Scarlet penalty. And looks like Engen was trying to get through and hit the referee. Oh. And now Dorzik trying to put pressure. 10 seconds left on the power play for the Cougars. Brelji gloves it and throws it to the other end. And Stenzel and Keach go at it in front of the Scarlet end, in front of the bench. And Brecky's just going to cover that one up and let the teams regroup. Mankato West goalie for tonight is Blake Brecky. In net for the Cougars is Bernard. I think it's Braden Bernard. Yep, Braden Bernard. Dorzik on the draw versus Braden Arnoldy for the Cougars. And Dorzik wins it back. Oh, a hit from behind. No call. He put Rewitzer into the boards from behind. That was Landon Hagelin with the hit. And I didn't see what happened, but we got a player down on the ice. Looks like that is Indy Reagan. Reagan goes to the bench, big smiles, trying to fire his team up. So Reagan's going to go in for 2. And the Scarlets will have a power play with 8:53 left first period. Got Dorzik on the face-off. And again, the Cougars are bumped from the circle. Dorzik wins it to Tosh. Tosh, I don't know if Landon Hagley may have gotten a piece of that, but that's going to go all the way back. Schmidt is going to wait for Dorzik to pick it up. Dorzik with it. He's going to skate it into neutral ice. And down low, Dorzik looking for Cox, poked away. Cox throws it out. Schmidt can't hold, so Schmidt's got to come back. Everyone's got to check up. They do. Schmidt now looking for a passing angle. He's going to hit Tosh. Tosh is going to bring it through neutral ice into the Cougar end. Tosh around 1. Feeds it. That is a Scarlet goal. Power play goal for the Scarlets to even things up at 1 apiece. Brody Cox with the rebound goal to beat Braden Bernard to tie it up 1 apiece. Now enter on the face-off against Labens. Brelge gets it deep. Allman on the far boards, gets bodied off the puck, but keeps it, poked away, and the Cougars are going to bring it to neutral ice. Reddy trying to find it, and they're offside, so they've got to check back up, and they do. And enter. That's going to be, I think that's offside. I think Keach was in the zone, and puck was poked away, and then enter brought it in. So they're going to take it to the center dot, looks like, for a puck draw. Nope, not the center dot. Go in front of the Cougar bench and neutralize. Dorzik with the draw. Gets it to Cox. Brody gets it into the zone, not deep, and the Cougars are able to clear. Now Reddy over to Brelge. Brelge looking for a pass. Finds Tosh, but poked away by Stenzel. Now Dorzik in the zone, poked away by Lang. And Scarlets get it back in the zone. Cox on the near boards. Bodied off of it, but gets it to Dorzik. Dorzik around traffic, down low, feeds it. Cox trying to find it. Tosh picks it up. Tosh skates with it. He's bodied off the puck. And Labens is able to clear it over to Lang. Lang into the Scarlet end, trying to get around Bockel. Bockel pokes it away from him. Dorzik trying to get him. Bockel feeds it. Puck still loose. Stenzel comes in. I think that was Stenzel. Nope, that was Burgess. And that'll be an ice. With 6:54 to go, first period. We'll go back into the Scarlet end for a draw. Looks like it's going to be enter on the dot with Keach and Allman on the wings, Bockel and Schmidt on D. For the Cougars, it looks like on the dot it's going to be Fugazi along with Reagan. And I can't see the other winger. That's got to be Engen. Looks like Engen from here. Referee's going to go over and have a chat with Engen about his stick use before the draw. Good hold at the point by Mason Burgess. And the other D-man is Lawagi for the Cougars. And enter, fed it to Allman. Allman got it in the zone. And now the Cougars, now Keach gets to it. Keach trying to get around one and can't. And now Schmidt with a deep pinch. And that should be an ice. And that'll take us back into the Cougar zone. Cougars trying to get it loose. And they do. And now Ready going after it. And all the way around to the other side. Halstead's going to try to get to it. Pokes it out, but good hold. And now Ready with it behind the net. And big hit by Ryan Kim. Upending, I think that was Grassman. And Matson taken down. That's going to be a penalty on the Cougars. And they're going to send on a something. Let's see what they call it on. It's going to be on Stenzel on a hook. So Jackson Stenzel's going to go in for 2 minutes on a hook. Dorzik on the face-off. He's got Bockel, Tosh, Cox, and Schmidt with him. It looks like Arnoldy's going to be in there on the draw. And Tosh with it. Bockel skates it right into the crease. Puck's still loose. And the Cougars are able to clear all the way down. Brecky's going to hold and leave it back for Dorzik. Dorzik's going to pick that one up. Dorzik being chased by Lang. And Labens with a nice poke gets it to neutral ice. So Tasha's got to wait. And another poke by Labens. Luke Labens doing a good job keeping that puck out of the zone. And Cougars are just going to clear it all the way down. Schmidt with it now. Grady gets around one. Gets around another one into the zone. Shot right to the belly of Bernard. Bernard couldn't hold. Now Allman with it. Allman poked away by Labens. Labens over to Lang. Lang into the zone. Bockel's going to hold. And Keach just out of the reach of Keach. And a shot goes off the glass. And student section cringes as it almost hits them in the face off the glass. Cox gets it into the zone, but the Cougars are there. Good hold by Keach. Keach. Schmidt now poked away. And shot to Bernard, and Bernard's able to hold that one and keep it out of the back of the net. 38 seconds left on the penalty from Stenzel. And out for the Scarlets on the kill or on the power play is going to be enter Keach, Allman, Schmidt, and Reddy. I got to tell you, the Cougars, it's really hard to see their numbers to give you who's out there, but I'll do my best. Schmidt with it. Schmidt with a shot. Glove grab, Bernard. Schmidt with a couple really good looks, and Bernard up for the challenge. Out comes Bockel. Reddy will take a rest. And Keach is going to take the draw. He's got Enter and Allman with him. Schmidt and Bockel. On the draw. And then Keach gets bumped from the circle. And wins it. Down low. The shot goes wide all the way around to the point. Now Schmidt with it. Schmidt through traffic. And Bernard's going to glove that one with 23 seconds left on the penalty. Keach, Allman, and Enter head to the bench. Out come Tosh, Dorzik, and Cox. Out there is Lang and Labens. And I need binoculars, to be honest with you. I can't see these numbers. Well, I got two of them. Dorzik. Referee was waiting for Dorzik to get on his spot. Tosh over to Schmidt. Schmidt through traffic, side of the net. Cox, rebound. Schmidt again, shot. And puck loose. And Mason Burgess gives a hit to the back of the head to Cox as he's standing on the edge of the crease. Dorzik, the Tosh, out to the point. Bockel. Now Cox down low. 1 second left on the power play. Dorzik with a shot, blocked. Ooh, Cox was looking for a spin shot and denied. And Lawton gets it into the zone. And now Bockel trying to find it. Lawton with it. Tried to find Lang, and that's going to be a trip. No call. Reddy got away with that one. And now Tosh coming in. Tosh gets around Burgess. Tosh down low with it. Puts the brakes on. Gets away from Labens. Out to the dot. Shot. Save. Bernard. Tosh with the rebound. Tosh from the dot. Looking for an angle. Blocker up into the netting. 2:56 left, first period. Tied, one apiece. Energy is high in the arena, ladies and gentlemen. As are the bodies. I keep getting bumped. I feel like at some point I'm going to wind up going over into the crowd, but we'll see if I can hold my footing. I guess you learn to keep a wide stance, so maybe we can do that. Allman exchanging with, looks like Stenzel maybe, and Keach and Stenzel. I think Allman was trying to keep those two apart. They're exchanging words. He's going to send Stenzel. He's going to send them both. Always makes me laugh when the kids, they come to the penalty box and they shake their heads like they don't know what went wrong and why they got called for a penalty. Not sure why Allman was sent, but hey, he'll send them both. He'll send a message, try to calm things down. Each on the draw. And Bockel tried to hold. They got Cougars have numbers coming the other way. 3-on-1 and a good breakup by Grady Schmidt to deny the pass on the odd man rush. Now Keach coming the other way, toes it around Eddie Engen and into the zone. Keach picks it up. Keach tried to feed it over to enter and couldn't do it. And now the Cougars looking for a stretch pass, and that's on net. And Brecky's just going to hang on to that one with 2:24 left. And now Bockel with it. He's going to throw it around for Tosh. Tosh has got speed. Feeds it to Cox. Cox into the zone. Cox with a shot blocked. I got to turn the camera. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to manage my equipment. I got a lot going on. And Arnold, he gets it in. Takes a hit by Dorzik. And now Bockel with it. Bockel getting chased. Gets hit by Lawton. Nope, sorry, that wasn't Lawton. That was Beckendorf. Beckendorf with a shot deflected wide. And now Bockel right into the edge of the crease. Puck still loose. Cougars still with possession out to the point. Looking for a shot. Denied by Dorzik. Allows Reddy to get to it. Reddy's going to throw it to neutral ice. And can't see that number. Stretch pass as the Scarlets were on a line change. And they go in offside. I think that was Reagan came in offside. That was Ryan Kim on that far side. Enter on the face-off. I can't see. Of course, I can't see the number. I think that's Arnoldy by the looks of the hair. No, that was Fugazi on the draw. Halstead trying to get to it. And Enter trying to find it. Rewitzer trying to shut down Reagan. Reagan with it out to the point. Through to Brecky's glove. And Engen skating into the edge of the crease, letting Brecky know he's there. We got 45 seconds left in the period. Dorzik and Laban's on the draw. Dorzik gets it to the boards. Bockel tries to get it out. Tosh there battling for it, as is Dorzik, poked away. And Tosh with it. Tosh trying to get around. It did get around. And the puck is loose. Bernard has no idea where it is. Comes out, shot right on the post. Still doesn't find the back of the net. Sticks a flying. Chaos and mayhem. Bernard needs his stick. Defenseman throws it over just in time as Schmidt throws one at him from the point, and that was deflected up into the netting with 5 seconds left in the first period. So we'll get line changes here. And it looks like Tosh is going to take the draw. No, they're going to move it over to the far dot. I think Tosh is, no, Dorzik. Dorzik's going to take the draw. I think that's Laban's. Nope. Dorzik with a shot off of the rebound, and that's going to go around. And that'll take us to the end of the first period. Tied 1 apiece. Cougars with the first goal by Zachariah Lang. Brody Cox, assisted by Jacoby Tosh on the Scarlet goal. The Cougar goal was an unassisted goal by Zach Lang. And those are your scoring updates for the first period. Check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We are getting geared up to start the second period. We got a fresh sheet of ice. Referees are making their way onto the ice as we speak. We'll give you a little zoom in here. See if we can catch the players coming down their respective stairs. I'm zoomed in a little too much. You can see the Scarlets making their way down. They'll be the first ones to make it out on the ice. Updated the shots on goal. You can see the Scarlets with a 20-7 advantage on shots on goal for the first period. Tied 1 apiece. Power play opportunities 1 apiece. And the Scarlets capitalized on their power play to tie things up after Zachariah Lane gets a breakaway to score first. So we'll get the players back out on the ice. We'll get them edges checked. It is a barn burner, Nate Fuller. I tell you, I'd kind of like to have you here give me a little color commentary because the energy in this room or in this arena is just spot on. I had to put my headphones on because the crowd was so loud I couldn't hear myself talking. But that's what these crosstown rivalry games bring, is a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. And we'll see what the second period brings us here at All Seasons Arena. I'm going to tilt this down just a hair. We're going to go with that angle right there. We'll see how we do. And we're set to go. Looks like Labens is going to take the draw for the Cougars, and it looks like Dorzik is going to take the draw for the Scarlets. They'll meet at center ice, and we are set to go. Schmidt grabbed by Dodd, glove grab Brecky. I want to say that was Lawton. Can't quite see the number. Seriously, these numbers are so, yeah, that was Lawton. The yellow on white is virtually impossible to read while they're moving. Schmidt putting pressure, trying to get it loose. And Backel ties this man up. Lane goes in to help. Dorzik is in there as well. There's a 4-man scrum in the corner, trying to get it loose. Dorzik trying to find it, gets it out. Schmidt hits it, and it's like Labens, I think Cox giving pressure. Labens along the boards. Pucks comes the other way. Let's say that's Ryan Kim. Feeds it over. Off the boards, up into the netting. And Stenzel. No, that's not Stenzel. Who is that? Yeah, that was Stenzel, number 5. Chirping on his way to the bench. And let me reset my clock here. We'll get a draw on this Cougar end. Like Enter's going to take it. He's got Keach and Allman with him. And the draw goes out to neutral ice. Relji's got to go back for it. And Beckendorf giving chase. And Keach picks it up at neutral ice. Poke checked away by Hagelin. Hagelin gets it in. Brecky's going to hold it for Reddy. Last second, throws it to the boards as Cougars were coming in with pressure. Shot wide of the net. Goes around. Allman with it into the zone. Allman's going to leave it for Keach. Keach from the dot. Shot off the post. Keach gets a rebound. Tried to drop it low for Allman. And a good hold by Reddy. Reddy throws it down for Allman. Allman circles, reverses, gets it to Enter. Enter tried to feed it back to Allman. Allman kicks it loose to himself. Allman circles around. Allman with it from the dot. Shot goes wide, partially deflected. Enter gets it. Enter in the corner. Allman tries to help. Backel gets pushed off the puck, but able to keep the zone. Now Allman going after it down low. He's battling with Braden Arnoldy. Arnoldy gets it around, and Schmidt goes for a pinch, and the puck is then sent out of the zone. Schmidt hits it with a high stick, and they're going to whistle that one dead. So we'll get a puck drop in neutral ice. With 14:52 to go, second period. Matson on the draw, gets it into the zone, picked up by Stenzel, thrown back in by Hattelstead, and now Matson goes after it on a forecheck. Go ahead, you're fine. And thrown all the way around and out to neutralize. That's going to go all the way down. It should be an ice, and it will be. So we'll go back into the Cougar end on the far dot. And Matson on the draw again with, oh, Matson's going to get bumped. So Grassman will come in. I think that is number 11, Fugazi on the draw for the Cougars. Now Schmidt, it was shot deflected, partially blocked by Bernard, but almost went in the back of the net. Oh, good hold by Matson, got in front of that clearing by Kim. And now Stenzel dishes it. Now Engen with a shot. Blocker saved by Brecky. And another shot blocked. Hattelstead with it. Engen gives him a poke on his way by. And now Hattelstead into the zone, getting chased by Fugazi. And Fugazi, Hattelstead still down in the corner. Fugazi's going to go. And Jack Fugazi, all smiles, pushing on the ref as the ref is pushing him to the penalty box. Now Mason Burgess, I'm not sure what Mason Burgess is doing. He's getting in the face of Keaton Dorzik. Referees are going to need to get in front of this one. And we know Fugazi's going to go. We just don't know for how long. Looked like that could have been a major. So, coaches asking for an explanation. Referee's talking to Freeze right now, giving him the explanation as to what the penalty is going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if Fugazi got a 5 on that one. He did get a 5. They put it up on the board. So Fugazi with a 5. And if you're not familiar with 5-minute major, what that means is Scarlets will have a man advantage for 5 minutes, regardless of how many goals are scored. They'll continue to have the one-man advantage. Now Dorzik on the draw, gets it back to Schmidt. Schmidt over to Tosh. Tosh from the top of the circle finds the back of the net with a quick one-timer goal to take a 2-1 lead for the Scarlets. So Fugazi will stay in the box, and Scarlets will continue to keep their one-man advantage. Dorzik. Cougars get it. Stenzel's going to throw it all the way down. Schmidt's going to pick it up behind the net. And Langer gives pressure. So Brecky has to play it over to Tosh. Tosh with it now. Lang still putting pressure. And poked by Stenzel Burgess up into the bench. Dorset gets a draw back to Schmidt. Lang on the forecheck. Lang trying to disrupt, doing a good job. Dorset finally gets loose. Burgess trying to angle him off. Dorset gets it into the zone, throws it around. Bockel with it now. Bockel out to the point for Schmidt. Schmidt looking for an angle. Cox! Brody Cox with another goal. They're going to make Jack Fugazi pay for that hit in the corner. Another power play goal, 46 seconds into the 5-minute major from Jack Fugazi. So out comes the second power play unit. That's going to be Braden Keach on the draw. He's got Allman and Enter with him. Schmidt and Reddy on D. Denzel with it. Tried to play it around the boards, then fanned on it. And then Arnoldy is able to clear. Now Reddy with it behind the net. He's going to leave it for Allman. Allman trying to get around Hagelin, and Hagelin poked it away from him. And now Jaden Reddy with it down low, feeds it over. Enter trying to find it on the edge of the slot and couldn't. And then that puck's going to go all the way out. That is, I want to say that was Brady Schmidt just threw Mason Burgess off of Jaden Reddy, and they're going to call that a penalty. I don't know if they're going to take them both or if they're going to take just one, but Mason Burgess is getting escorted to the bench or to the penalty box. So Burgess is going to go. And Schmidt's going to go as well. So they'll be offsetting. They're going to put Reddy in and not Schmidt. Reddy was tackled by Burgess, but they're going to put Reddy in the box nonetheless. Schmidt grabbed Burgess and threw him off of Reddy, but they're going to put Reddy in the box. They're going to put Grady in the box as well. So Grady's going to get probably a roughing. Oopsie doops, not a 5. Grady's going to get a 2. And the referee's talking to the captains, Luke Labens and Keaton Dorzik. And so offsetting on Burgess and Reddy, but then they're going to put Grady in the box for 2. No, I don't know. It looks like they're putting Reddy in there for 2. No. They got to take somebody off that. They got 2 on there. There should only be 1 in there. My guess is they're going to give the penalty. What was that? It's 4-on-4. 4-on-4. So Charlotte coaching wants to know what's going on, why Burgess was pulled out of the penalty box and our 2 boys were put in the box. Okay. I have no idea. I have no idea. But we got two boys in the box. So apparently it's going to be 4-on-3 for 2 minutes. That seems a little, I can't make sense of it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to stop trying. So it's going to be a 4-on-3. And Baco gets it loose out of the slot. And Cougars bring it in far side. And a save by Brecky. Now Dorzik and Tosh coming into the zone. Dorzik trying to get it loose. And Tosh missed the pass. Tosh circles back. Tosh around one. Can't get around the second one. Langer all over him. Zach Lang is going to go to the box. And Tosh trying to find it and is not going to be able to get to it. At 11:29, Zach Lang is going to go in for the Cougars for 2 minutes on a trip. And it's pandemonium, chaos. Dogs and cats fighting. I don't know. If anyone can throw in the comments what movie that quote is from. And Scout's going to take a timeout. Referees are definitely earning their money in this game. Not surprising when you got high energy like this and you got a place that's packed like this. Energy is high, tempers are high, fuses are short, and we're going to keep skating, and I'm going to see if I can keep my sanity as we go through this game. I don't have much room for any more penalties on my banner there, so let's hopefully we can keep the boys out of the box for a bit. Yeah. Alex Faust down there on the bench. Get a little shout out to Alex. He's the Cougar manager. And timeout is over. We're going to have a puck drop in the Cougar end. It's going to be 3-on-3 for 1:15. Let's see how we do. For the Cougars, I can't see the numbers. For the Scarlets, it's Bockel, Tosh, and Dorzik. Tosh with it down on the boards. Looks like Arnoldy's out there with Labens, and I can't see the other one. Bockel trying to get it loose. Oh, Stenzel's the other one. Stenzel giving chase to Tosh. Tosh gets speed, gets past Stenzel. Tosh around. Great glove grab by Bernard. Tosh had him moving, and Tosh just elevated enough that it was an easy grab for Bernard. I wouldn't say easy, but it was a grab nonetheless. So good save by Bernard. So we'll try that again. 3-on-3. Looks like Labens is out there. Nope, that's not. That's Kim and Haglin. Oh, and Kim didn't see the puck coming. Dorzik able to poke it away from Reagan. Dorzik trying to get it poked away. Haglin loses a stick. Oh, Shackle's all the way around. Haglin's there to pick it up. Haglin feeds it to Kim. Kim. And a great save by Brecky on a breakaway. Indy Reagan. Indy's for sure going to want that one back because Indy had a good look. Dorzik with a shot. Save Bernard. Dorzik's going to go back for it. Dorzik feeds it over to Allman. Kind of an errant pass. Ullman gets it to Cox. Cox gets turned. Two boys come out of the box. It's a 5-on-3 and shot blocked by Bernard. Cox gives the shot. Cox with another look at the Ullman, almost a rebound, a redirect, I should say. Ullman down low, looking for the feed from Cox. Cox out to Keach. Keach down low, feeds it to Cox. Cox has got ready with a shot, blocked. Another shot goes off the boards. Ullman on the far boards with it. Ullman at the point, gonna throw it down low for Cox. Cox got Keach in the slot. Cox feeds it to Keach and he can't pull the trigger. That's gonna allow Reagan to clear. No, Ready holds. Ready, shot, deflection, and Bernard grabs that one with 9:29 left in the first period or second period. Holy Hannah. I'm not even trying to keep track of these shots on goal, but we'll update those at the end of the period. Dorzik on the draw. I think that's Laban's. And Cox looking to pull the trigger and can't. Now Schmidt with it. Schmidt getting chased by Lang. Poked away. Labens throws it in and goes after it. Dorzik picks it up. Dorzik around the behind the net. Dorzik into neutral ice, throws it, trying to find Bockel, I think, but hits Lang. Lang along the boards, gets loose, gets around Dorzik, trying to get around Schmidt, and Grady says no. Grady, no, tried to get around one. Labens picks it up in neutral ice. Shot deflected by Tosh. Tosh picks it up. Tosh gets turned into neutral ice. Got to get around Stenzel. Good poke check by Stenzel. And puck comes out to Tosh, or no, Cox. Cox gets turned around by Stenzel. And Tosh gets a stick on it, and then Cox gets a stick on it. Tosh in the slot. Tosh gets it. And Jacoby Tosh finds the back of the net to give the Scarlets another goal. Beautiful little dish. And Tosh got it moving. And then a little backhander finds the back of the net to make it 4-1 in favor of the Scarlets. And now enter on the draw with Ullman and Keach, along with Reddy and Brelgy. And looks like Arnoldy, I think that's, yeah, Arnoldy on the draw. Kim with it now. Kim over to Stenzel. Stenzel can't handle it. It allows Keach to come in with some energy. And now Hagelin along the boards. Gets stood up. And a good hold at the point. Ullman trying to get it loose. Back out to the point. Ullman feeds it to Enter. Enter in neutral zone. Gets around. He's got 3 on 1. And the Scarlets with quick work to make it 5-1. Keach, I don't know as Ullman was in there. Reddy was for sure. We'll see who they give the assist to. And the Cougars take a timeout. Nope, the score is 5-1. And Cougars just took a timeout. Oh, I'm trying to see what who they're going to give the assist to on that last goal there. Laban's on the draw with Dorzik. Schmidt with it, off the draw. Schmidt's going to get it into the zone. Keaton Dorzik with the goal, off the rebound. Could be Dorzik from Tosh on that one. Dorzik gets it to Cox. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt with it now. Schmidt into the zone. Schmidt gets it low. Cox. Schmidt with the goal. Or Schmidt with the assist. I can't hear a thing. I have no idea what she's saying, so I have no idea on that. Ready, picks it up, throws it down, goes wide. Cox along the boards, battling with Burgess. Ullman with it. Ullman fans on a shot. It allows Burgess to pick it up. Enter gets it, loses it. Keach on a line change picks it up. Keach down low. He's got Ullman in the slot. Kim battling at him. Oh, Ready fans on it. And now Lang looking for a breakaway. Shot to the belly. I don't think that's Lang. Maybe it's Lang. Is that Lang? That number 2? No. I can't see the number. Lawton. And that is sent off the glass. I'm not sure why that was whistled dead, but we'll go back and restart it. Dot from up top, glove grab. Dot by Stenzel. Let's zoom in for this face-off. Let's see what we can come up with. Bacco with it. Takes it around the boards. Out to neutral ice. Sent back in. Cougars check up. Bacco with it behind the net. Stretch pass trying to find Tosh almost with a breakaway. And Stenzel able to disallow that breakaway. Cougars are offside, so they have to check up. It allows Schmidt to pick it up. Schmidt's going to try to get it in the zone. Skates around 2. Tried to pull the trigger. And Stenzel disallowed. When a pass by Tosh goes right to Micah Beckendorf. Beckendorf couldn't get it into the zone, and Cougars have to reset. And Ready picks it up, throws it over to Brelgy. Brelgy looking for a pass. Flicks it up into neutral ice. Stenzel kicks it to Madsen. Madsen, now there's a loose puck in the neutral zone. Madsen battling for it. Joe Madsen with a lot of effort to get that puck. Now Grassman holds. Grassman gets it down low for Madsen. Madsen, he's got Hattlestead. Hattlestead's going to pick it up in the corner. Now Grassman on the far side. Grassman battling for it. battling with Hagelin. And off the glass and out to neutral ice. Ready. Over to Brelgy. Brelgy up to Grassman. Grassman throws it into the zone. I think that's Engen. Nope, not Engen. Number 19, which is Ryan Kim, throws it in. Goes all the way around the boards. Now Grassman. Grassman around one. Feeds it. Brelgy with a shot. Pad save. Hattlestead gets it down low. Madsen going after it. Hattlestead gets it. Far boards. Hattlestead battling for it. Poked out to the boards. Now Labens gets it turned. Labens trying to get around Keach and Madsen. Madsen. And no call. I think that's a good no call. Now Rewitzer gets turned sideways. Comes out. And Keach was trying to dish it over. And now Indy Reagan going after it. Throwing all the way down. That's going to be an ice. He's going to say no ice. And Allman trying to get to it as Bernard threw it around. Keach picks it up down low, trying to leave it for Allman. Allman going after it. Now it's going to allow Enter to get to it. Cougars trying to get it loose and can't. Allman with it down low now. Allman trying to find Enter. Reverses. He's got Keach with him. Throws it over for Keach. A little too hot on the pass. That's going to allow Burgess to get to it. Burgess is going to put it in into the bench of the Scarlets. So reset my clock at 3:24. Schmidt with it. Schmidt going to throw it over for Reddy off the boards. Keach picks it up. He's got Allman in the slot. Shot. Bad save. Allman looking for the rebound. Went the other way. Cougars trying to clear the zone. And Enter with a big back check. Breaks things up. Keach feeds it down to Allman down low. And they're going to say offside maybe? With 2:57 left. So we'll go to neutral ice for a draw. Dorzik on the draw. That was Labens for the Cougars on the draw. Bockel gets it down low. All the way around. Schmidt can't hold. I think that's Lang going after it. He's got Bockel battling. Oh, that might not be Lang. That might be Burgess. Labens trying to get out to the dot for a shot. And there's Lang. Lang gets a shot, and Brecky there to grab it and hold with 2:29 left. Enter on the faceoff. The back to Brecky. Brecky's just going to cover. Let me zoom us in a little bit for that draw. Let's see if we can see a little bit more. Out to neutral ice. Beckendorf trying to get it turned. And Reddy loses it. And Beckendorf able to poke it away. And back down low, Allman feeds it over to Keach. Keach trying to get it back to Allman and poked away. Oh, big hit in the corner. Reddy able to hold at the point. Enter with it. Feeds it over to Allman. Allman. Keach turned too late. Keach turned away from it, and there was a rebound that came out, and Keach was skating away from it. Braden will want that one back, I'm sure. All right, let's try it again. Lang trying to get it out. And well, maybe that wasn't Lang. That's not how Lang skates. So, no, was actually number 8, which is Lawton. And they're going to send Lawton for roughing. Lawton doing a lot of talking on his way into the penalty box. And now Tosh over to Schmidt. Schmidt from the dot. Deflected by Lang. Along the boards. Schmidt on a pinch. Holds. Schmidt with it. Oh, he's got Cox. Schmidt. And it looked to me, yeah, Bernard lifted the net off of its mooring. So that'll whistle it dead with 1:28 left. God, he had Brody right in the slot. And Brady decided to take the shot on a tough angle. And back out to Schmidt. Schmidt over to Tosh. Tosh from the top of the circle. Puck's loose. Bockel goes through the crease. And Bernard without his stick, a good poke by Luke Labens to break that up. Labens putting pressure. Dorzik leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt gets around Burgess. Schmidt through. Nothing there. And all the way back down, Brecky has to hold. Brecky looking for a stretch pass. He has Cox, but he's going to leave it for Dorzik. Dorzik passes it to neutral ice. Reddy gets to it. Reddy into the zone. Hits Burgess. Brody gets to it first. Cox trying to get it loose. Burgess goes down. Cox still with it. Keach with a big hit. And Keach is going to go to the box for that one. That was a big hit on, I think that was Arnoldy. So Keach will go for 2. Arnoldy on the draw. And he's going to bump Arnoldy. Arnoldy a little overzealous. Allman for the Scarlets gets the draw. Throws it back on the boards for Reddy. Reddy trying to clear along the boards. Held. Now Arnoldy trying to get it turned. And Dorzik ties him up. Puck's loose. We got 7 seconds left. And Hagelin couldn't pull the trigger on a shot. And that'll take us to the end of the second period. After 2, Scarlets with a 6-1 lead. Tempers flaring. Let's see if we can keep our cool through the third period. So we're going to have a little chuck-a-puck action here. So I'm going to step away from the mic and go help with chuck-a-puck. And then we're going to have ourselves a little intermission so we can get a fresh sheet of ice. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Scarlets have made their way out on the ice. They're waiting for the Cougars to come down, and they're on their way down their stairs. Okay, 17 minutes on the clock. We still have some penalties up on the board. For the Cougars, number 8, Ashton Lawton is still in the box. And number 14 for the Scarlets, still in the box. Braden Keach, number 14. So we'll be 4-on-4, I believe, for the next 16 seconds. And then the Cougars will have themselves a little power play to get third period started. Zach Lang with the face-off for the Cougars. Dorzik gets it off the rebound. Dorzik tried to go 5-hole on Luke Labens. And now Schmidt's going to go in the penalty box on a trip. So that's going to pose a challenge for the Scarlets, as it'll be 5-on-3 for 1:21 as the Cougar penalty just expired. So 5-on-3, Labens looking to get turned. Labens leaves it down low for back to Labens. Now back out for, I think that's Braden Arnoldy. Arnoldy with it. And a shot for Lawton and a good poke check by Dorzik to keep that away from the net. And Arnoldy through the crease. He had Hagelin right there. Hagelin couldn't find the puck. Now, Lawton, the deflection off of Tosh hits the referee in the shoulder. Burgess through traffic, and they find the back of the net. And that was Braden Arnoldy with a power play goal. And so out comes Keach, and Brady Schmidt will stay in there. So 6-2 is our score, and Cougars still on a power play for another minute 16 on the Schmidt penalty. And Arnoldy wins the draw, and they get it into the Scarlet end. Bockel battling with Lang for it. Lang gets it out to the point. Allman giving chase. Got Labens trying to get the puck loose. Out to the point for Burgess. Burgess can't hold. And Allman giving chase. Allman trying to find the puck. Allman had it, and just Burgess with a second effort gets it loose. And that's going to be thrown all the way down to the far end. And Pierscala now in net for the Cougars. And Burgess down low with it. Rewitzer there. Blocking angles. Now Allman. And in the crease, is still loose. And Brecky on his back makes a save. Allman trying to disrupt. Now Arnoldy throws it down low. I think that's Labens down for Lang. Lang now with it behind the net. Lang looking for an angle. mishandles, but gets it off of a kick from Rewitzer trying to get it loose. Down low, deflected by Bacco. Cox comes out. So Scarlet's, well, Schmidt goes to the bench. Cox comes off the bench. So now we're back to full strength, both teams. And Cougars still maintaining the zone. Bacco ties up his man, allows Enter to get in there, and it goes off of the ref. And Enter kicks it over to Allman. Allman lets it go to Cox. Cox now with it. He's got Enter with him. Cox puts on the brakes, gets turned, high slot shot. Blocker save. Goes up over the net. Enter can't find it. Now Cox trying to get it turned. Puck gets loose. And a good hold by Reddy. Cox down low, trying to get it in the corner. Can't see who he's with. Lavin's battling for it. Tosh now with it. Tosh leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt down low, poked away by Lavin's. Back down to Cox. Dorzik trying to find Tosh coming through the slot. Oh, good toe drag by Dorzik. Dorzik trying to get it turned. I think that's Arnoldy. And then Lavin's. Nope. Sorry, that was Hagelin. Dorzik picks it up. Neutral ice. Comes in. Gets bodied off the puck. Puck's in the corner. Cox going down for it. Throwing around the boards. And Lang trying. Nope, not Lang. Who is that? I can't tell. Number 12. That is Landon Lawton. Gets it to Lang. Lang and Schmidt battling for the puck in the corner. Lang throws it out to the point, and Stenzel can't hold. Stenzel fans on it again. Goes off of Schmidt's shin over to Bacco. Now Fugazi giving chase. Fugazi picks it up. Poked away. Schmidt loses his edge. Grassman gets turned sideways by Stenzel, but gets it to Hadelstead. Hadelstead feeds it over. Madsen couldn't get all of it on the shot, but Madsen picks it up, taken off the puck by Stenzel, and then cleared by Lawton. Back in. Priscala lost his edge going for the puck, but recovers. A Grassman on the near boards, trying to get it down in the corner. Student section going crazy. Comes out ready on a pinch, trying to hold. Can't. Engen. Got one to beat. Brelgy. Brelgy checks Engen. And then two men hit Brelgy, but Brelgy able to clear it. Burgess goes after Madsen. Brecky has to play it along the boards for Starkey. Starkey down low takes a hit by Engen. Thrown around for Hadelstead on the far side. Hadelstead taking a hit by Burgess. Hadelstead gives him a little love on the way back to the bench. And now Starkey trying to get in front of it. Hagelin picks it up. Hagelin looking for a pass. Gets it to neutral ice, but Enter is there to throw it in. Priscala holds. Allman giving chase. Starkey on the boards. Down low for Allman. Allman trying to find it. Gets it. Feeds it over, and it hits, I can't tell the number. Sure wish I could. 13. That was Micah Beckendorf takes a big hit on the boards. Allman gets it turned to neutral ice. Schmidt trying to find it. Can't. Allman gets it, and then Starkey gets it. Starkey to Allman. Allman avoids a big hit. And shot. Saved Priscala up into the netting. I'm going to need a sick day tomorrow. A little too much activity for me. Don't worry, I'm not calling in sick. Dorzik with a shot. No, that was Tosh with a shot. Blocked. I think it might have been blocked by Cox. Brody is slow getting up, and he's skating slow. He's going to have to go for a line change. I think Brody took that puck right in a spot that did not feel good, and Brody's hurt. Hopefully he can shake that one off. Dorzik takes a hit by Ryan Kim, and now Keach and Reddy gets Lang off the puck, and then he's going to call a penalty, delayed penalty, and it looks like Reddy's going to go on interference. That's a pretty lame call, but whatever. So Reddy's going to go at 10:32. Reddy will go in the box for 2 minutes on No, they're going to call Dorzik. Oh, okay. So Dorzik will go on interference. Oh, maybe that's why I'm surprised by that call. I didn't see I saw Reddy, but not Dorzik. So there you go. Dorzik will go in for 2 minutes. Keach on the draw. Schmidt throws it way down to the far end. And Pierscala is going to give that to Hagelin. Hagelin going to leave it for, oh, good interception by Allman. Number 6, that's Burgess. Now Allman is going to get to it. Pierscala gets it right out of the reach of Allman, but Keach there to pick it up. Keach, point blank range. Pierscala makes a save. Schmidt takes a shot. Pierscala save. Now Hagelin through traffic, trying to get around Bockel. Goes to the edge. And Brecky holds. And then Burgess goes right into the crease. And the boys make sure that Burgess knows that that's not going to fly. Arnoldy on the draw, along with Tosh. And Reddy ties his man up, waiting for his stick to come loose, tied up with Labens. Tosh trying to get around, all the way around. He's got Cox in the slot. He's going to keep it. Still got it. The one-man show. Tosh still with it and loses it, and now Cougars are going to regroup. Puck back, and Arnoldy plays it back to Kim. Kim with it now. 33 seconds left on the penalty. Kim with it. He's going to get it in the zone. Engen waits. Engen in the zone. Now Stenzel trying to hold on a pinch. And Schmidt there. And now Keach in the corner is going to take a hit by Beckendorf. Keach just going to tie that thing up. Finally gets it loose. Cougars are going to bring it the other way. Allman disrupting. Beckendorf. And now Schmidt got a piece of it. Now Scarlett's back to full strength. Stenzel with it. Enter, give and chase. Off the boards. Stenzel gets it. Stenzel in the zone. From the point, takes a shot. Saved by Brecky. Good hold. And Brecky's going to cover and hold that one with 8:13 left in the game. So line change will bring, looks like we've got Lawton out there with Lang and Labens. And for the Scarlets, Dorzik, Tosh. Well, that's going to pause that. Went up into the rafters. So we've got Brelgy and Reddy, I think. Dorzik on the dot with Labens. And Dorzik is loose. The 3-on-1. And the pass couldn't be handled by Cox. And the Cougars able to get possession. Pass to Lawton. And Brecky with a hold. And Laban's right there to make sure that Brecky had it. Laban's on the dot along with Matson. Matson gets it to the boards and gets it loose. Grassman off to the races, gets around Burgess, and shot, blocker, save. Pierscala. Hattelstead gets lit up by Burgess. And Matson trying to get to it. Good hold by Bockel. Labens picks it up, trying to get through. And Matson slides, and it's a scrum. And Cougars come out with it. Try to throw it into the zone, and Schmidt is there. That's a trip. How's that not a trip? That was like a textbook trip. No call, so we'll keep skating. Ullman on the draw. Gets it down on the boards, ties his man up. That allows Arnold to get to it and throw it out to neutral ice. Schmidt and Hagelin go for it, and that's going to be an ice. I'll go back into the Cougar end. Ullman and Arnold exchange words. Looks like Enter's going to take the draw. He wants Bacco right behind him, so hopefully we'll see a draw come back to Bacco for a shot. Enter trying to get it back to him, and Beckendorf tries to get through. Beckendorf battling for it. Beckendorf taken out from behind by Enter. Keach throws it to neutral ice for Ullman. Ullman around Stenzel. Enter in. Enter shot. Pad save. Pierscala coming the other way. We've got Arnoldi and Beckendorf. Beckendorf shot goes wide and around. And, shot from a tough angle from Hagelin. And Recky's able to make the save. Poked away by Hagelin. Hagelin coming the other way. And deflected by Reddy. And Brecky's there to grab it with his glove to keep it out of the back of the net. Looks like Fugazi's going to take the draw against Dorzik. And gets loose. Cox brings it out, throws it over for Tosh along the boards, trying to get around Burgess. Tosh! The shot deflected, and Cougars trying to bring it out. Rewitzer holds. Puck is loose. Cox picks it up. Cox. Hit by Fugazi, and then Pierscala is going to hold and cover. That's it with a draw. Gets it to Reddy. Reddy with a shot. Pierscala puts it on the boards. Along the boards, and Reddy's able to hold. Reddy throws it down low. Madsen on the near boards coming to get it. Shot off angle from Grassman. Reddy able to hold. Grassman now trying to find it behind the net. Goes all the way around. Rewitzer at the point. Feeds it to Madsen, but can't hold. And now Rewitzer throws it down in. And Altman throws it in. And into the zone. Altman going for it. I think that's Altman. Yep. And now Schmidt reverses. Schmidt's going to give it to Rewitzer. Rewitzer trying to get it past Burgess. And that's going to go all the way down for an icing with 4:51. And Enter with the draw. Gets it to Bacco. Bacco around the boards for Keach. Keach can't get possession. And Wendiger's able to throw it in. Schmidt trying to get it out. Lang gloves it. Throws it over to the slot. Keach picks it up in the slot. Keach feeding it to Ullman. Ullman, it's on net. And, Pierscala's going to hold that. Ullman gives Pierscala a shave of ice. And Stenzel comes in and knocks Ullman into the net from behind. Stenzel took offense to the shave of ice. Ullman is friends with Pierscala. I don't think he was doing that maliciously, but Stenzel took it. Maybe Ullman was. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. I don't think so, though. And kind of sitting at the boards, just kind of waiting. And it comes out. Keach down low with it. Keach with an off-angle shot. Pierscala there to make the save. And trying to get through Tapic is Lang. And now Allman with it off the boards, trying to get it loose. And a good hold. I think that was Wendinger. And oh, a good spin move by Dorzik to avoid a hit. Dorzik, not sure what he was doing there, but that's going to be an ice. Offside. I think he touched that puck, but they're going to let it go. And that'll be an icing from the Cougars. And they'll take it back down. And so 3:28 left. Dorzik on the draw, gets it away from Arnoldy, but Burgess doing a good job. And they're going to call that a hand pass, I think. So that's going to go into the scarlet end for a draw. Dorzik on the draw with, looks like, as Arnoldy. And now ready over to Cox. Brody. Puck went through the crease behind Pierscala, but managed to stay out of the back of the net. Reddy couldn't hold. Reddy doesn't know where the puck is. And now Reddy's going to go in the box. And a good save by Brecky. And they're going to whistle that one dead. And I think Reddy's going to go on a hold, maybe. So 2:55. So 2:55 left. And the Cougars are going to have a power play. Oh, Hagelin down low, gets around Schmidt. Back down low for Labens. Labens trying to get loose, can't. Allman trying to get away from Hagelin, and now Keach. Oh, they didn't call that. That was a trip. Keach got away with that one because that was for sure a trip. And now Allman trying to slow Burgess up. And back to Labens. Back to Hagelin from the top. Blocked by Keach. And now Allman going all the way down. Pierscala is going to hold that puck. Allman and Pierscala. Pierscala throws it over to Burgess. Over to Labens. Labens trying to get it loose. He's going to circle back, leave it for Burgess. Burgess into the zone. Back out for Labens. Labens skates it down low, trying to get turned. Can't. Schmidt clears. No. Held by Burgess on a good hold. Now Schmidt bodies Labens off the puck. He's just going to try to pin it for a few and make the boys work to get the puck loose. And Arnoldy does a good job of getting the puck loose. Now, Cougars trying to set up their power play. Labens can't find it. Lang trying to find it. And right on the edge of the crease, comes out to the slot. Dorzik picks it up. Dorzik's going to skate it into the zone. He's got Tosh behind him. Dorzik fans on a shot. I think Arnoldy denied that shot. 15 seconds left on the penalty. That's going to be an icing on the Cougars. So that'll take it back into the Cougar end for a face-off. Minute 6 to go. Goodness. All right, Brelgy with it. Brelgy's going to throw it back into the Cougar end. Beckendorf trying to get it turned. Beckendorf with it, trying to get speed. Gets around Madsen. And Schmidt picks it up in the slot. Throws it up for Madsen. Madsen looking for a breakaway. Madsen with a shot. And Pierscala puts it into the netting. 40 seconds left. We'll go to the near dot here for a face-off. Let's zoom in a little bit. We'll see if we can get a little closer. Oh, there's a head. Sorry. Let me zoom out as I've got a shot goes wide. Barrett looking for an off angle. That's going to come out to neutral ice. Bockel throws it over for Schmidt. Schmidt's got to go back for it. 15 seconds left. They should just let this thing play out. And Burgess with a shove on Keach. Tipton Keach. And I think they're going to call, what are they? Oh, stop. There's 2.2 seconds left on the clock. And that concludes this East-West cross rivalry game. The Scarlets come out ahead. 6-2 is the final score. And we will let the boys line up and shake hands. We're going to wrap things up here. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. As always, this game is always entertaining, a little stressful, especially for those people who come from a split household, both East and West. So you want to cheer for both teams, but one team usually comes out with the win. So we're going to wrap things up here. The Scarlets will skate again on Thursday, heading down to face off with Rochester Century JM. And we'll be on the road. I'll be broadcasting that one. So if you want to tune into that one, just look for us going live on Thursday. The Cougars will skate on Thursday. Do you guys know who they play? The Cougars will have Faribault at home. At home here. I think Faribault will be here against the Cougars on Thursday. The Scarlets will be heading to Rochester. Both those games should be a 7:15 puck drop. So thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your viewership, and we're going to wrap things up. So until the next game, stay fit, keep sharp, and make good decisions.